Good morning, students. So now we have to start from page 23 of your chapter 2, People as Resource, grade ninth. So in this, we'll be talking about health, okay, on page 23 of your book. So, students, the healthy person can fully realize his potential and can be an asset for the economy. So, you have seen this in case of Sakal, that he was fully fit and fine, he was educated. So, he was considered to be an asset for the economy. Such kind of people would be considered as an asset for the economy. And on the other hand, you have seen the Vilas. He was not medically physically fit, medically stable, and you have seen that he was not educated. So that kind of person can be considered as a liability for the nation, for the economy. So unhealthy person shall not be able to realize his full potential and can be a liability for the nation. And similarly, a healthy person can fully realize his potential and can be an asset for the economy. And the national health policy of India is aimed towards improving access to health services and improving nutrition, especially among the underprivileged classes. So this was so that the national health policy of India, that is aim towards improving access to health services, so that all the poor people, they should have at least access to health services, and improving their nutrition level by providing them supplements and by providing them proper vaccination programs, especially among the underprivileged, the downtrodden section of our society. So now the government health system, okay, the government health system is composed of many tiers of hospitals. This you are aware, like the primary health centers we have, they are at the bottom of this tier and they provide general medical care to the rural people. And then this is followed by community health centers in the bigger tehsils or the block level towns. Then we have district hospitals at the district level. Then further we have medical colleges which are present in the major cities, and where the doctors of all the specialties are present. So this is our government health system. So students, now imagine a firm, okay, a private firm, and the main goal of any firm is to maximize profit. So you know this thing. So in order to achieve this goal, do you think that firm will recruit or employ less efficient and unhealthy employees? So never, because their main aim is to increase the productivity, to increase the efficiency, so as to increase more of their profit making. And the health of a person helps him to realize his or her potential and the ability to fight illness. And if person is fighting with any disease, then he or she will not be able to maximize his or her output and efficiency. So health is very important basis for realizing one's well-being. So government also give importance to the health status of its population. So government also takes care of the underprivileged section of the society with regard to health. I have told you how the infrastructure works of the government. So keeping this in mind, government has developed vast health infrastructure. So this I have told you, the government health system, and have also developed manpower required in different sectors of the economy. So this we have seen. Uh, so uh, so now let's see the national health policy. Okay, national health policy of the government, and health should be treated as an important asset for human capital. And now with reference to this, now what can be the health policy, national health policy? So improvement in the health status of the population, so that has been the priority of the country. Okay, improving the health status of its people. Then national health policy 2002 aims at achieving an acceptable standard of health for the general population of the country. That acceptable standards of health should be maintained, it should be achieved. And to achieve this objective, a comprehensive approach has been advocated. In totality, the approach has been advocated, which includes improvement in individual health. Okay, individual health we have to take care, public health, sanitation, clean drinking water provisions, access to nutritional food, knowledge of hygiene and feeding practices. So in totality, we have to deal with these problems, and we have to improve all these things. Individual health, whether we are talking about public health, we have to see sanitation as a whole, we have to see, we have to provide clean drinking water, access to the food, nutritional food to the lower strata of our society. We should inculcate in them uh, clean hygienic their ideas, okay, so that they should come to know about hygiene, about their sanitation, okay, they should not live in the unhygienic condition. Then after that, the feeding practices. Then the country has a well structured three tiered public health infrastructure. So this I have told you: community health centers we have, primary health centers we have, sub centers we have, okay, in the semi urban areas. And then in urban areas we have multi speciality hospitals, medical colleges. And over the last 5 decades, India has built a vast health infrastructure and has developed manpower which is required at primary, secondary, tertiary sector, in the government sector, in the private sector. And National Health Protection Scheme 2018, government will provide health insurance to more than 5 million vulnerable households. So these are some of the key points of our national health policy. I was talking about health. And then on the page 23 only, if you see whatever steps our government has taken, it has given certain outcomes also. It has given certain achievements with regard to health sectors. So let's see what are the outcomes now. So increase in the life expectancy to over 68.3 years, so this we have achieved in 2014. Then IMR has come down from 147 in 1951 to 34 in 2016. IMR, I have told you, infant mortality rate. This is the death of the child below 1 year of age. So this is very shameful for society if this rate is very high. Okay, IMR should be very less. It is very painful for the parents if any of their child dies before celebrating his or her first birthday. So then birth rate has also dropped to 20.4. So this is good because of the government family planning programs this has done. Then death rate to 6.4. This is also good. Why? Because of the advancement in the medical facilities. So increase in life expectancy, improvement in the child care, increase in the longevity of life. This is an indicator of a good quality of life, okay, marked by self confidence. Then self confidence will also be increased. So the protection of children from infection, ensuring the nutrition of both the mother and the child care. So these are the priorities of our government. So on page 24, now we have to see certain challenges, okay, which are there in front of our government with regard to health sector. We have seen that government is spending in the health sector, the infrastructure they are creating, and outcomes also we have seen. But certain challenges, that there are many places in India which do not have even the basic facilities. Medical colleges are very less. If we see our diverse population, if we see our diverse size, still then the colleges are very less. 381 medical colleges we have in the entire country, and 301 dental colleges, so this is very less. And just four states like Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu, they have maximum number of medical colleges. So see the disparity, inequality, just see the imbalance. Okay, so this was regard to the our challenges which our government is facing with respect to the health sector. Okay, then now on the same page we have to start unemployment. Okay, so unemployment. So what is unemployment? So unemployment is said to exist when people who are willing to work at the available wages but cannot find jobs. So let's start with the story of Sakal only. Okay, Sakal mother Sheila looked after the domestic chores, all the household work she used to do. Children helped her. Okay, and children, she used to look about children, and she also used to help her husband Buta in the fields. Okay, Sakal brother Jitu, sister Situ, they spend time playing, okay, roaming here and there. So now can you tell Sheila, Jitu and Situ, they are unemployed, and if not, why? So, students, unemployment is said to exist when people who are willing to work at the going wages cannot find jobs. But Sheila is not interested in working outside. So, we cannot say that Sheila is unemployed. She is not willing to work. And Jitu and Situ, they are very small to be counted in the workforce. Okay, our workforce population includes 15 years to 59 years. So, they are not said to be unemployed. So now moving to page 25 of your book, students. So here I was talking about unemployment. I have talked about Sakal mother, that she was not unemployed actually, because she is not willing to work. She don't want to go outside. She's just comfortable in her domestic domain only. And G2 and C2, they are too small to be counted in the workforce, because I told you the criteria for the workforce includes people from 15 years to 59. So neither G2, C2 or Sheila, they can't be counted as unemployed. Now Sakal's brother and sister do not fall within this age group. They can't be called unemployed. Okay. Now Sakal mother, she works for the family. She is not willing to work outside her domestic area. She too cannot. She too can't be called unemployed. So this I have told you. But in case of India, we have unemployment in the rural and urban area. There are different kinds of unemployment. We have witnessed in rural area we have seasonal unemployment and disguised unemployment, and in case of urban India we have educated unemployment. Now seasonal unemployment happens. Now let's talk about the seasonal unemployment, students. Seasonal unemployment is basically prevalent in the agriculture sector. Okay, when people are not able to find the jobs during some months of the year. So please understand the cropping season of our country. We have kharif, we have rabi, and we have zad crops. Okay, kharif, which we sow with the onset of the monsoons, and we harvest in September, October, like harvesting or padding is going on now. So during these months only the labor is highly required in the field. Similarly for wheat, now we will start sowing the wheat, okay, in November, in October, November, and then we will harvest during Baisakhi. So the labor is required during this months only. And third one is zad. Okay, zad is sown after rabi, and harvested before kharif. Okay, so very short crop. Zad is very short crop, means we take extra crops from the zad season, like zad crops, muskmelon, watermelon, cucumber. These are the zad crops. Okay, so during these months only we find employment in the agriculture sector. Otherwise seasonal unemployment is there. People dependent upon agriculture usually faces such kind of problem. There are certain busy seasons when sowing, harvesting, weeding, thrashing means to separate grain from the straw. So this kind of work is done during the some months only, and certain months do not provide much work to the people to be dependent on agriculture. So this was the seasonal unemployment, particularly witnessed in the agriculture sector. But if you see the other sector also, if you see the industry, the secondary sector, there also seasonal unemployment is there. In the case of the factories who are manufacturing woolen garments, there also we find the seasonal unemployment. Now let's talk about disguised unemployment. So here disguised unemployment is prevalent in the agriculture sector. Okay, this is also known as hidden unemployment. Okay, under unemployment, this is also called. How now? Suppose in the agriculture we have a small piece of land. Okay, and the full family is practicing agriculture on that small piece of land. Suppose six persons are there in the family, they are working on that small piece of land. If we safely remove the four persons, the output will not be affected. Okay, and these four persons, they can migrate somewhere else and they can find some other work, they can do some other work, and they can supplement the income of the family. And these two persons who are left, they can continue with the agriculture and output will not be affected. So it means the four persons here are disguisedly unemployed. Okay, in the agriculture they are not working to their full potential. So there is hidden unemployment. Otherwise it seems that all six are working, but actually four are disguisedly unemployed in the agriculture, and if we remove them safely, output will not be affected. So this is the disguised unemployment. And then in urban areas we found the educated unemployment. So this is a common feature. Many youth with their graduation and post graduation degrees, they are not able to find the job. And the study also showed that unemployment of graduate and postgraduate, it has increased faster than any other matriculate, those who are 10th. And paradoxical manpower situation is witnessed here. Means this is contradictory situation. Means we have surplus of other manpower, abundant of labor force we have, but in certain categories there is a shortage of skilled labor. So ample of unskilled labor we have, but skilled labor we are dearth in the skilled labor. So there is unemployment among technically qualified persons on the one hand, and there is a dearth of technical skills which are required for the economic growth. So this we have seen. So now unemployment I have talked about definition, also I have talked about types also. Okay, in rural area seasonal and disguised, and in urban areas educated. Now let's talk about the effects of the unemployment, or the disadvantages of the unemployment. And the unemployment has a detrimental impact on the economy. So let's see now how. So unemployment leads to the wastage of manpower resources. Okay, the people who are considered to be the asset for the economy, they turn into a liability. There is a feeling of hopelessness and despair among the youth. People do not have enough money to support their family. Inability of educated people who are willing to work but they do not find any gainful employment. So there is a great social waste. The persons who are about to become the assets, they are now turning into a liability. They are dependent upon their family. Okay, so it is a waste of their resource. As a human resource we have wasted. Then unemployment tends to increase economic overload. The dependence of the unemployed on the working population increases. So they are sitting idle, they are not earning anything, so the dependence increases financially also. Quality of life will also be affected, of society also. And when the family has to live on a bare subsistence level, means the minimum level, there is a general decline in the health status also. So nutritional needs of the children are not fulfilled. They are not able, if any disease, any ailment is there, they are not able to go to the doctor because of the financial crunch they are facing. So and then we have seen the dropout ratio also increasing. Okay, to means when in the locality you see that 4 3 youth, they are not doing anything, they are unemployed, they have finished their studies. So the children also feel this repercussions that they should also leave their studies, so dropout ratio increases. So unemployment has a detrimental impact, means harmful impact on the overall growth of the economy. Increase in unemployment is an indicator of depressed economy. Depression comes in the economy if more and more unemployment is there. It is a wastage of resources, so which can be gainfully employed. So if people cannot be used as a resource, they will become the liability for the nation. So in the case of India, statistically the unemployment rate is very low. I have told you why. Because of the disguised unemployment, and disguised unemployment is prevalent in the urban areas also. Like any shop owner is there, any shopkeeper is there, the full family of 4 5 persons are working there only. So this is also disguised unemployment. The work is of the one person who can manage the shop, but 4 5 persons are working there. So they appear to work throughout the year, but in terms of their potential and income, it is not adequate for them. So we have seen this scenario, that disguised unemployment is prevalent in urban areas also. So this we have talked about the unemployment, and rest we will continue in our next video.